fighting you.
Hi, everybody. We're back with some furry friends to recommend more suggestions for books that you can get for free with your Carmel Clay Public Library card. I'm Catherine, and I'm joined today by Neil the cat, and I'm also joined by Reagan, Clyde, Barb, and Joey. And we're going to be sharing some titles featuring four-legged friends. Reagan, why don't you go ahead and you and Clyde can get us started today?
Hi, Catherine. It's good to see everyone. The book that I chose to tell you about today is called Craig and Fred. It's two books, kind of. It's a memoir about Craig, who is a Marine in the combat zone in Afghanistan, 2010. And the other part is a story of an incredible dog. Basically, these two in the combat zone of Afghanistan fighting Taliban insurgents basically have a serendipitous meeting. Um, Craig sees Fred, this big goofy head and these teeny tiny legs, and it's like this blonde dog that you might see in the United States. And he's kind of like befuddled because the dogs in Afghanistan usually are kind of vicious and run in packs. So Craig is intrigued and calls this dog over, gives him a piece of beef jerky, and that's it. From there, they are inseparable. And the book goes on to tell how this little dog, covered in black bugs, mats, and dirt, living on the streets of Afghanistan, yet still very happy with a sunny disposition, helps this Marine calm down in this very volatile combat arena. His fellow Marines get all the bugs off of little Fred and bring him into their tent and let the dog sleep on Craig's sleeping mat, which is totally against military rules. You're not allowed to have a dog. Um, but everyone falls in love with him, and the story continues, and his time in Afghanistan ends, and Craig's like, I'm not leaving this dog here. So he breaks more Marine rules and protocol and smuggles the dog out of the theater and back to the United States. And again, this dog proves to be a source of healing for Craig back in civilian life. So this book is incredible. I love it. There's a lot of popular dog memoirs, dog wars, like Marley and Me and Dean Koontz's A Big Life. But I really liked this one because it combined current events and a dog that really needed rescuing and a man who needed rescue. And so that's the book. And you can find this book at Merchant Square Main Library in a young reader's version, and you can also find it in audio formats. I also want to tell you that I got this book a couple of years ago. It was published in 2017, but I got it a couple of years ago when I was walking past the Friends bookstore. And that Friends bookstore is now open at Merchant Square Main Library, and check the hours on our website. So I saw the book, and the cover, which I took off, was of a just the cutest dog you might see running around your neighborhood. You wouldn't think it was the kind of dog that lived on the streets of Afghanistan in a war-torn country. But I loved it. I loved the book, and I think I'm going to have my son read it. He's 11, and you can get it in the middle school format now for young readers. So that's that, and Barb and Joey are going to now take a turn and tell us what they read.
Everybody, I'm Barb, and I'm a librarian at the West Branch of the Carmel Library. We have Joey with us here today, and I wanted to tell you about a book called Halloween Murder by Lorianne Berenson. This is a cozy mystery featuring amateur sleuth Melanie Travis. She's a mom to 2 boys and 6 dogs. She's also a special needs teacher in a private school where she is assisted by her therapy dog, Faith. As Halloween approaches, somebody dies after eating a marshmallow puff that was baked by the school secretary, Harriet. Of course, Melanie and her therapy dog, Faith, are on the case to prove that Harriet did not poison the marshmallow puff. This is a quick read. I like the characters, I like the setting, and of course, I like the dogs. When I picked this up, I didn't realize that it was the 26th book in the series. It works great as a standalone read. However, if you want to start at the beginning, you can get to download all of the books as ebooks on Hoopla, or you can get the books at the main library's Merchant Square location if you wanted to start with book number 1. If you're interested, the recipe to the non-poison marshmallow puff is included at the end of this book. My next book that I'm going to read is another one from her series called Here Comes Santa Claus, which I think is absolutely adorable. So if you're a fan of cozy mysteries and you like dogs, I would highly recommend the Melanie Travis series by Lorianne Berenson. Holly, you're up next.
Neil, who is being very uncooperative, and I have just finished the latest in the Cajun Country Mystery series, and it is called Murder in the Bayou Boneyard by Ellen Byron. And just like Barb's, this is a cozy mystery set in a very small town in Louisiana and features Cajun Country B&B owner Maggie Crozart, who is running into some business trouble when a new Airbnb-style app becomes really popular with local tourists, which unfortunately drives away some much-needed business near her busy Halloween season. So Maggie comes up with a crafty marketing scheme to draw in those visitors, including a pet costume parade, which I know all of our pets would do a wonderful job in. Despite all of her hard work, though, visitors start getting terrified by sightings of a legendary rougarou. And if you've never heard of a rougarou before, it's really a mix between a werewolf and a vampire. The author Ellen Byron features many dogs throughout her series, and she says, "I can't imagine my life without dogs. I can't imagine my books without them either. Writing about my fur babies is a way I honor the priceless role that they play in my life, and it sure beats taking Prozac." I love that. Murder in the Bayou Boneyard by Ellen Byron is available now as an ebook with no holds at hoopladigital.com with your library card and as a print book in our physical collection. Thank you so much to Reagan and Clyde and to Barb and Joey and I guess to Neil, who didn't help very much. We hope that you enjoy all of these reading recommendations and we'll see you again soon. Happy reading!
Bye!
Bye!